So what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about AMD. Currently, the market did hit our TP price on our last price prediction on August 6th. You guys can see 10.39% right there. We're going to go ahead and get rid of that first. And we're going to try to figure out if this stock is still bullish or are we seeing a downtrend begin in the market for AMD. So we're going to take this trend line here first. And you can see that price is currently below that trend line. So logically speaking, that trend is broken. So we're going to go ahead and take that and change it to where the market in AMD could potentially be in a downtrend. Okay. So now let's update the pockets that we have on our chart. We're going to get rid of this one, but you can clearly tell that apparently there's someone here who really likes buying AMD around 150. So that's where the buyers are. This is where the increase of people willing to buy is there versus those who have to sell to them. So price just sits here until all of these buyers' orders are fulfilled. So as long as these buyers are willing to buy AMD at 150, then this is just going to sit here. But the moment that those buyers are filled and the sellers still have more sell orders to get rid of, then the price will be lower. It will continue to go down until those sell orders are filled. Okay, so let's look at AMD on the 2. Okay, you can see right here that there might be some sellers up in this area that we need to talk about. Okay, so we're going to mark that there because we might need to create a sell pocket into the market in AMD, because apparently there's not enough people willing to buy at that price, and those are willing to sell. So price retreats and it goes lower. Here's AMD on the 3. Doesn't look too bad here neither, outside of us seeing price getting rejected right there around 165 and the spread of the price bar. Here's on the 4. So the 4 is telling us the story that, man, there are some people here that's definitely trying to support AMD. Here it is on the 5. Here's AMD on the weekly. 2 weeks. Real quick, we'll look at some of the 3 and the 5. Now the 5 definitely could be a precursor of what's to come in the sense of weakness. Okay. So we cannot forget what printed on the 5-weekly time frame, because on the shorter time frame we can definitely see buyers hitting the market, but they may not have enough momentum from the people who is really trying to sell in the long term. They might lose interest. And I'm talking about the buyers. Here it is on the 11-hour chart. Okay, so I think you guys can see where those sellers could potentially be in AMD. Okay. Now there's another area right here that is a sell pocket. So what can we say? When you see these volume bars increase at the bottom of the chart, you want to look at what location is price at when they occur. You see that, right? These high volume bars occur right in that pocket. Right in this pocket. So that's buyers there. Okay, so like I told you earlier, there's a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people, might be one person that is really trying to buy AMD and that pocket. And this individual couple of people, whoever it is, once they get fulfilled in their orders, the market could potentially continue to go down, because currently they're the only ones that's keeping this price propped up. AMD on the 5-hour chart. I'm just trying to see how strong the market really is, or if it's still weak. Because when you see, let me go back to the 11-hour and tell you this. So when you see on the 11-hour chart, right, the volume increase, you're expecting a reward for all of the effort you expended in buying the stock. Okay, and that reward would be profit. So when you see all of this volume occur in AMD, are you getting your reward, meaning is price really breaking away from where you initially bought? Because that's what you want to see when you're a buyer. You want to see, man, I really want this market to break out, to continue to go up. And you really haven't seen that reward. Yes, price has gone higher in AMD from this pocket, 9-10%. But is it conducive to the amount of volume that was expended to get that 9%? Okay. So here's AMD on the 1 hour chart. Currently, I'm not too bullish. I'm not too bearish neither, in the sense that I think this market's going to get tested again, either right here. Oops, either right here or right here. Okay. Because currently I'm not too bullish in this stock right now for AMD. It definitely looks a little weak right now. So I think the market's going to try to come and test one of those two areas. This market right here was already being bought on that 30-minute bar, but it's already price. I'm talking about the price. It's already coming back down into that area. So they really didn't get the reward when they initially bought on that 30-minute bar. Right here, it wasn't long-lived, this move higher. Okay, that tells you again that those buyers are not really moving this price. It's the sellers. Okay, so yeah, I would like this area right here. This is on the 15-minute chart. This area potentially be a buy pocket right now. Okay. So now back on the daily. Okay, so we're already seeing price hit this buy pocket in pre-market. I'm thinking that the market's going to continue to go lower in AMD, right? However, we are aware of the potential for price to hold this first buy pocket, the second one, or the third one. Okay, so those are targets for us that we're going to try to see how weak the buyers are versus how strong the sellers are. Okay. So those are our 3 targets. It's not going to be a lot, like I told you, because we have this area of stability between buyers and sellers. So neither one of them has tipped the scale to where they are sitting on the wrong side of the market yet. Okay, but given that we are in a downtrend, you guys can see, we have to give a slight edge to the sellers right now. All right, so we're going to target these areas. First area is not going to be a lot, 1.5%. Second area on the low, 3.5%. Third area, 5.14% at the high of the buy pocket, and then 7.38 on the low. Okay. So that is it. It may continue to go lower in AMD, but we'll definitely have to get that on the longer term charts to see continued weakness, because we really don't see that on the longer term yet. Okay, so we're going to try to see how low the market's going to go from this point. And I am finished. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit. And as always, trade different.